Guys, I kind of wanted to do a fun video today, but I am going to have a little anxiety in it. I'm just going to talk about my day. My day was okay. My students were kind of on edge. They're ready for the summer program to be over. They're ready to have their month off to come back for the new school year. I don't know if you can kind of see that my face is a little red, and that's kind of the key symptom for me to know that I'm going to be having an anxiety attack later. So right now I'm feeling okay, but my face, like you can see, I hope you can see, is a little red, like right in here, and it's hot to the touch. And that kind of happens either when I'm going to get a migraine later or when I'm going to get an anxiety attack. So I'm going to be kind of on the watch for that. So I'm going to have like a kind of calming night, go to my boyfriend's house, watch movies, play video games, and just kind of chill. But the real reason for this video is to kind of take a break from the advice, the information, and just kind of do something fun. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about me, because there's more to me than just my anxiety, just my PTSD, just all my diagnosis. You know, I'm a person and I am not what I'm labeled as. So, like I said, my name's Bree. I know my channel says Brianna, but I go by Bree. If someone calls me Brianna, I really think I'm in trouble, because everyone calls me Bree. So, I am 22. I will be 23 in November. I have an associate's degree in elementary education. Not this fall, but next fall, I will be a certified K through 6 elementary education and K through 12 special education. And then it'll take about 18 to 24 months after that to get my master's in ed. So that's kind of what I'm going to college for. I do like to play video games. I'm kind of a little bit of a nerd. I'm not like an extreme nerd, but I'm a little bit. I have a PS3 system if you guys would love to play with me. I can definitely comment my PSN name. I just started Warcraft. My boyfriend kind of got me into that. He's been dying to get back into it, and I've kind of been dragging my feet on it, so I finally made a character. So I am on that. I just got into reading for anxiety purposes, just something else to kind of keep my mind going. So I've been doing the Jack Reacher series, and I just picked up Divergent. So I'm kind of excited to read those. I love dogs. I have two. I'm sure you hear them in the background. Through some of my videos. I can kind of show them to you. Say hi, guys. Doobie. Say hello. And I'm not sure where my other one is. Oh, she's sitting next to me. Sitters. Oh, she's running away. Oh, here she is. Say hello. Say hello. My dogs are honestly like my world. Sorry, he kind of is butting in, but I live around my dogs. Like, if I couldn't, sorry, he's bumping my arm. If I couldn't find a place to live, I would rather go homeless. I will never give my dogs away. That's just something I just can't do. My dogs actually help me a lot with my anxiety. They actually cuddle. I'm not sure. I haven't had experience with other dogs that cuddle, but I mean, they actually like spoon me when I sleep. Like the big one you saw, the gold one, his name is Dobby, named after the Harry Potter character Dobby. And he will actually like take his front paw over my chest, his back paw over like my thigh, and will like spoon me. And I'll wake up, and that's how he'll be laying on me. And then the little one, Sydney, she kind of lays around my head and just kind of gives me pressure all night to keep me calm. When I have an anxiety attack, they are laying on me and they're calm and like when I start to hyperventilate, they like lay on my chest to kind of control my breathing, and they lick my face. They're very in tune to my body and my emotions, and they guard me. Like if I'm gonna have an anxiety attack later, they will actually lay at the foot of my bed if I'm laying on my bed or sitting on my bed or whatever. They will either lay or sit in front of me, and they will growl at whoever comes in my room to leave me alone so I can calm down. So that's kind of a little bit on my dogs. I have 3 older sisters. 2 are biological. 1 is step, but I do consider her my sister. She's been my sister since I was 3. So, you know, we all kind of grew up with each other. My oldest sister is 10 years older than me. My middle sister, I'm the youngest. My middle sisters are actually both the same age. They're both 7 years older than me. So I'm the baby. I am the only person in my whole family that has anxiety problems. My mom has depression, which is how I got my anxiety, because I don't know if you guys know, anxiety is biological. You have a higher chance of getting it if your mom has depression or anxiety problems or any type of mental health. I can research that further, but I'm pretty sure it's your mom. I've been with my boyfriend. It'll be 6 years in September. Love him so much. He is my best support system. He's completely understanding. Our relationship has changed a lot since my anxiety came out. He's a lot more patient with me, which I love. What else? Graduated in high school in 2010. Got my associate's degree in 2013, 2012, one of those, I forget. It took me a little bit to get my associate's degree. I think it was 2013. Because I am a sign language interpreter, and I had a whole bunch of sign language classes that weren't actually in my curriculum for my elementary ed degree for my associate's degree. So it did take me a little bit longer than expected. Favorite color is blue. My favorite music is classic rock. When I mean classic rock, I don't mean today's classic rock. I mean like AC/DC, Skid Row, Metallica. I grew up on Kiss. I can't really listen to it anymore. It's kind of a trigger now. It was my stepdad's favorite band, and he's the one that abused me as a child, so now it's kind of like a trigger. But I know all of their songs, every album. Like I am an expert on Kiss right now. I have been listening to, I don't have a radio in my car because I have a radio in my car. I don't have an antenna, so I cannot get the radio in my car. That's actually a funny story. This past winter was really bad here. And my mom was in the snowblower. She's like, oh, I'm gonna snowblow your spot so you can park and you don't have to worry about it. And when she did the snowblower, she blew the snow on my antenna and it snapped in half. So I don't have an antenna anymore. It doesn't really bother me because I listen to my iPod. And I do go on like the Hot 100 list, and I pick like some of the songs that like I hear from my kids singing. Not my kids. I don't have kids. My kids that I teach. I hear whatever they sing. I kind of put on my iPod and my iPad for them at school. And that's what's kind of on my iPod. I do listen to country a lot. I'm a little country. I'm not a whole lot country. I'm a little. I'm from PA. I grew up in, it's not considered a Lancaster County, but where I was at was the border of Lancaster and Berks County. So I technically grew up in Lancaster County. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the TLC show Breaking Amish or whatever. Or Amish Mafia, that's it. That takes place in Lancaster, PA. So you can kind of get where I grew up. I grew up on a farm. We first had horses, then we had sheep, then we had pigs. And when I left, we had cattle. We had 46 Black Angus steer. And they weren't ours. We just kind of helped maintain the property for the Amish guy because they obviously don't drive. And they were further up. But I have a Jeep Wrangler. It's a 99. It's lifted. So I kind of roll around in that. A lot of people don't realize that that's kind of like my car. They're like, oh, that's your boyfriend's car. It's like, actually, no, that's mine. My boyfriend has a truck. I'm not sure what else to kind of talk about. My favorite football team is the Eagles. I'm going to give them one last season because my favorite player was Deshaun Jackson. Yes, I get he was gang affiliated and whatever, but why would you get rid of him? He just took you to the... I don't get it. Whatever. But anyways, I'm going to give them one last season. And if not, I'm going to probably move to the Raiders. They're like my second favorite team. My boyfriend would love me to move to the Bucks. He was born in Clearwater, Florida, which is right by Tampa. So he loves the Bucks because that's like his home team. So I'm not sure about that because I kind of don't want to make him happy. I do want to make him happy. It's just we have a really weird relationship. Like, you couldn't tell we were in a relationship because we were best friends for like 7 years before we got together. So we kind of have this like teasing type relationship. What else? I swam. By the time I think I started when I was 4. Competitively swam from the time I was 4 all the way up until my junior year of high school. I was getting scouted by Bucknell, which is a D1 swimming college in PA. And I blew out my shoulder. I dislocated my shoulder in a race. I swim the whole lap back with a dislocated shoulder. It was awful. I dislocated my shoulder about 5 times before they were like, yo, you really need surgery. Still haven't done that. So if my camera shakes, it's from that. And my anxiety. It's kind of a double thing. Played water polo for like a year. Didn't like it. Showed horses. There's not much else. I shoot. I do have a carry gun. It's a .22 1911. I'm getting a Gen 4 Glock 9. I believe it's a 19. I'm not sure though. So if you guys want to talk about that kind of stuff, I'm totally up to speed on all of those. Sorry, my foot kind of fell. That is all kind of about me. If there's anything else you kind of want me to go in depth about me, definitely put that in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, comment, everything, all those 9 yards. Share this wherever. Like I said, this was kind of just like a fun, you get to kind of know me without all of my disorders. Like I said, we are more than our diagnosis. There's more to us than just the anxiety, just the PTSD, just the agoraphobia, just the trichotillomania. There's more. You're an actual person. You're not just your disorder. And I want you guys to realize that. That's kind of my tip for the day, I guess, would be to embrace yourself. Yes, you have to accept your diagnosis, but you have to embrace who you are as a whole person. You are more than your disorder. You have a life. Your name is not your disorder. Like, I'm Bree. I'm not anxiety. I'm not social anxiety. I'm not generalized anxiety disorder. I'm not post-traumatic stress disorder. I am Bree. I am not anything else. I'm Bree. Okay? I may have all those disorders, but I'm Bree. This is getting really long, and I apologize for that. But I will go. I will leave you. I will see you tomorrow.